What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry, and we are, of course, back with some DMC in the new year. As always, make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with anything and everything DMC. There is content dropped often on the channel, so do stick around. With that out of the way though, I do want to go into today's topic or video, and that is Vergil. A lot of you wanted me to show more off of this mod, this character, so that's exactly what I'm doing in this video, where we're going to be going through Mission 9. Now, what I do have to say is that it's not going to be the majority of Mission 9. I'm going to cut out some of the downtime because a lot of you don't really want to see the dodgy traversal because, let's be honest, Vergil is a jank character in this mod. But I'm also going to be showing off more of the Devil Trigger because a lot of you wanted to see more gameplay. So yeah, I'm going to be showing that off a lot more. One of the other add-on mods that has actually been released since is the removal of the blizzard that happened every time Vergil fought enemies. Some people said it was snow, some people said dandruff, some people said it was ash, all sorts of miserable things. But yeah, so that mod, or the add-on mod, essentially removes all of that so you can actually see what you're doing. Other than that though, Vergil is the same as he was in the previous video. Dodgy moveset, dodgy movement, wonderful character though. When will we get our DMC DLC or Special Edition? I can already see the comments popping off like they were in the previous video. But yeah, that remains to be seen. It is 2020 though, people. It is a new year. Who knows what it has in store for us. On the topic of 2020 actually, I put out the year-end review video. And that was pretty cool to see everybody's comments about the channel and such. It's been an interesting year, to say the least. But speaking of this upcoming year, there is one other topic I kind of want to discuss in this video, and that is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I've been harping on about making a video about Final Fantasy VII Remake because I got to play it earlier last year at EGX. But I guess we could talk about it in this video because, hoo boy, there has been a massive leak for the game. Now, a lot of you are thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Devil? The game's like 20 years old. What could possibly be leaked? And, you know, that's true. At the same time, there are some things that they have added to the game, some things they've changed that maybe some people don't know about or don't want to know about. Personally, I'm in the camp of I don't really care. But so to speak, there is a demo planned for Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation 4. We don't know when that's going to be, but what's happened is somehow someone spoofed some IP addresses, found the demo on a server. Obviously, it's not ready to launch yet. They managed to finagle their way into that and data mine a whole bunch of things. Obviously, you know, demos or games even aren't really supposed to be data mined, so obviously there's a lot of unused assets and references that are left in there. Some things, you know, that don't relate to the demo itself might be for the entire game or end game, things like that, but they leave them in there because it can be a pain in the ass to remove them, and obviously because most people, well, 99% of people aren't going to be able to get access to it. Well, it turns out that somebody has done just that, and there's been a bunch of things essentially sort of shown off about the game that obviously Square Enix didn't want to show off because the release is still, what, 3 months away at this point? But that was a massive oversight, man. There is like an insane amount. I haven't watched or seen everything, kind of because I don't really want to. I've been keeping away from things, but you know, the full playthrough of the demo is up. We can also, well, we know when the game is essentially going to end. We know what the final boss is going to be. All sorts of things like that, which I'm sure you guys will probably be able to find. Also, part of the soundtrack has leaked. All sorts of just manner of things have leaked. It's crazy, even like, you know, character art, things like that. And it's just savage, absolutely savage. I remember Kingdom Hearts leaked before the game's release as well. I remember that was a doozy of a story. Some dude had stole a copy off the back of a truck, and I think there was some legal action taken against that person. Anyway, Nomura's got a case of bad luck when it comes to his games because they just leak like it's nothing, and it's crazy. And it kind of reminds me of DMC in the way that leaked. It was soon after E3 actually, but I want to say probably around the time of Gamescom, like maybe a month or two after it had been revealed, things just sort of started leaking. It was only the beginning of the game, really, so it wasn't anything too crazy, but still, a leak's a leak, you know? As we see, Vergil takes some nobodies on here in his Devil Trigger. This is where the Vergil somehow goes into his T-pose and asserts dominance. The game locks up, or doesn't lock up, he locks up and basically doesn't respond to any buttons. I don't know why. I thought it was hilarious, so I decided to keep it in. But yeah, the leaks for this game were interesting. I don't think there's going to be any leaks for whatever comes next, I'd imagine, for the DLC or Special Edition or whatever. That remains to be seen, though. You know, it could happen. Might be talking out my arse here. But it's been wild. Along with some other games I wanna cover. You got the Dragon Ball Kakarot game, which looks interesting. It's sort of like an action RPG-esque game, and it sort of covers or retreads a lot of the same ground that, you know, a lot of the Dragon Ball games have done so in the past, because there's only so much you can say, to be honest. And that's obviously that's looking interesting to me, at least. It's been a long time since I've picked up an actual Dragon Ball game. I think before Dragon Ball FighterZ, which obviously is a fighting game. I think the last one I picked up was Xenoverse, and I really like that. And then before that, I think maybe Burst Limit. I've picked up a bunch of the games over these. I've still got my PS2 copies of some of the older games, like the Tenkaichi games or the Budokai games. And then obviously we've got Fairy Tail as well, which is going to be an RPG. I covered that in another video, and that looks pretty hype. But all of these are coming out roughly, the first half of 2020. So I'm looking forward to that, as Vergil here goes on to destroy some coffins. But the mods for this game are still coming, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, so to speak, actually. It's not even been a year since release. It's almost a year since release, which is absolutely hectic. What is it, 10 months? 10 months? Yeah. You got in 2 months it will be the year's anniversary for this game, which is absolutely wild to think that it's already been a full year. You know, it felt like only yesterday when everybody was losing their mind and going nuts over the announcement. But here we are, with Vergil playable, somewhat. Not the way people had imagined it would be playable, but he is playable nonetheless. But I guess one question I do want to ask you guys is, what are you looking forward to in 2020 in terms of games? Is there something that's caught your eye already? Is there something that you're interested in but you're unsure of? Maybe you're a big fan of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but then after hearing all of the rumours, maybe that sort of put you off. Let me know down in the comments below, obviously. But with all of that said and done, people, I'm kind of going to end the video off here. I think I'll leave the gameplay up so that you guys can have a look at that if you want to. But to keep this short and sweet, it has been me, DevilNeverCry, of course. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.